So if you are sincere, you can immediately feel that people around you have become so beautiful, the vastness and everything. The one word if you want to pick up for all the simplest things to do is being sincere. The very word spirit means the essence of something. There is nothing called spirituality as such.
Okay.
Don't think that you cannot do anything. The moment you start that, the moment weakness is egoism. Depression is egoism. I say that na mama. Mama is me. You say na mama, it's not, I am not doing it. It is, I am an instrument to do that. There is no selfish. If he able to get something benefit out of you, he'll come to you. Otherwise he will not. The moment if you are open and start becoming selfless, everybody can immediately connect. Then that person becomes more pleasant, more pleasure, then people listen to them. Its life also becomes vast and then beautiful.
Namaste viewers. They say one profound sentence is sufficient for one to open portals of understanding self at a deeper level. I would rather say one profound word is sufficient if we are ready. In this special episode today, let us try to understand if there are any specific special terms or terminologies in the Vedic philosophy which can help us experience this at a deeper level. For this, let's ask an expert, Dr. Nagendra sir. Welcome to the show. Dr. Nagendra sir is a Vedic scholar and a medical doctor. Now, this is probably a difficult choice for you because I understand with all these years of experience of living Veda that you have had, to choose and pick few terms that can fit into this episode would indeed be very difficult, but something that can be assimilated easily by the viewers, something that you feel is your favorite. Can you please help us to just handpick few terms from the Vedic philosophy which can help us to open those portals of understanding ourselves at a deeper level, sir, please.
So now what we are trying to do is, there are some, we call it as keywords today. When you take any journal publication or anything, there are keywords through which I can enter into the complete realm of what they are trying to establish. So in the Vedic one, if you want to choose one word, that will be tat.
Oh wow.
That. So that is absolute. So they are very clear. All this is from that because it is something far and it cannot be, human mind cannot conceive it, or it is an absolute one.
Right.
But with the effort, we can reach, or we'll try to experience that.
Yeah.
But being that completely non-comprehensive, and then with the language limitations,
Right.
what is my effort from the top down? That is the one. From bottom up, what is most important term? One term, if you want to be, it will be aspiration.
Okay.
Aspire for what you want. Now we all have that aspiration or the ambition, we call many things. So in the sadhana of in the Veda, they call it as aspiration. That is very similar to the deity Agni. The Agni is the one who creates that willpower within me to blossom up and go towards that.
Right.
See, this is, it is used regularly in all the languages, especially in Indian languages, when we say something, there should be fire within.
True.
So the fire is what it's kindling me and taking me forward, which makes me move.
Yeah.
The Agni is also the same. Now for the same term in a practice is Agni as a deity. That's a cosmic energy is trying to help me. But for me to start as an individual, when I say individual is from the point of the human mind, where I am bound my identity as a person.
Okay.
Where I feel I am finite, I am less, I am weak, I don't know what to do. This is where we are.
Yeah.
Now if all of a sudden I start that Agni will come and ignite and do that, that becomes too ridiculous. Even to forget about convincing, even to imagine it is difficult.
Yeah.
How will Agni come to me? Am I so special?
Yeah.
This is how we go. We always look at way as a weak.
Very true.
Now the better term for this, you aspire for it.
Wow.
You aspire for something higher. So even becoming something in our life, when I say I want to become a professional or something, a doctor or engineer, there is an ambition, there is an aspiration for it.
Yeah.
But that is bound by these physical things.
Yeah.
If I do that, I get it. But what Veda says is, all these are means to go to the higher level. You become a doctor, you become an engineer, or you become a teacher. Then what next? If you don't know that, so it's not negating that don't become professional.
Yeah.
So through this, what you are trying to do?
So just a means.
Yes, these are the means. Even a channel like this. Say channel is a means. Channel itself means through that. Now channel has become like a proper noun. Channel is through this. All our communication is reaching the viewers.
Yes, true.
Whereas the channel is also given a name. Now what do I aspire for? So that is beautifully kept it in the first mantra of the Rig Veda itself. That's not the oldest mantra. When you say in the Rig mantra, that is the Agni Meele Purohitam Yagnasya Devam Ritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam. Agni, I adore you, aspire for you, I want you. All that I have to do from my end is the Agni is the one which is able to give movement to something which doesn't have a movement. I don't have a energy or anything to do something. I may be lazy, even to get up in the morning, something like a Monday morning. There is nothing. Why? It's because Sunday is so good, I can't move. Then that is not a hostile force, but there is an inertia within me. Inertia which is stopping me from the movement. So this movement we can overcome through aspiration. That the first step we have to do is aspire for it. Aspire for something highest. The highest becomes, once you reach there, that becomes the means through which you go next step. So that is explained as Yat Sanoha Sanum Aruhat. You go to the one hilltop, then you will see all the beauty. From there you will see multiple hilltops. That becomes clear here. Now you are standing below, you can admire that, but it will not give you the joy. You have to make an effort to climb up. This is the aspiration I am trying to do. This is the first word we need to look at as an aspiration for it.
Doctor, if somebody has to probably wants to take it at a superficial level, as in they don't want to get into all the serious topics of exploring spirituality, but they would like to take some terms into their life which can probably increase their charisma or their personality or make their persona more vibrant. Is there anything at a subtle level?
Absolutely. See, it is all time the best thing is the sincerity.
Oh, okay.
So if you are sincere, you can immediately feel that people around you have become so beautiful, the vastness and everything. The one word if you want to pick up for all the simplest things to do is being sincere. To within ourselves first. Am I sincere to what I am actually looking for? If you have that word sincerity and then follow that. Sincerity in a very simple term is follow the rules and then be with it. Don't say any lie. Then be truthful. Be
Simple
obedient.
yet complicated.
Very, very simple. Can I follow that? Sincerity to the core, not just in the action. Sincerity in my speech, when I talk, sincerely speaking. And then sincerity in my thoughts. If you have this, there is, see, Veda doesn't differentiate between anything, the external world and what is the spirituality. The very word spirit means the essence of something. There is nothing called spirituality as such. The essence of something inside is spirit. Whether it is within me or to the highest or in an object or a situation, all that is, that's called a Mula Tattva. That's the spirit itself. Anything pertaining to that becomes spiritual. Now to reach that something within the purest form, I should become pure. The purity, how do you get the purity is, easiest one is sincerity, and then next is coming out of this selfishness. Because we are so self-centered, this is not a negative thing, self. The identity of what I am. Now I identify myself with this small thing. I'm a doctor, I'm a husband, I'm a son. This is small identity, then obviously the work you can do is limited. It becomes finite.
So true.
Now you say that I am part of the nature. Now the whole thing I can access to that. And then all these are oneness, what you are looking for. Not from the physical point of view, oneness from the highest point of Tat, that one. Oneness of that. Veda never deviates from that concept of Tadekam. Now you say, you leave that and out of context you say that all men are one, when I say men it's all humans are one, that doesn't work. It's too generalized and diluted and it never works. It cannot be. The reason is, each individual has got a specific task to work. To do a specific task, you need a special instrument and that should be identified as an individual only. So first the individualization is required, but that individualization becomes so hard and fast that it becomes too egoistic and selfish. I do it only for myself. Now anybody who looks at you, that if he is able to get something benefit out of you, he'll come to you. Otherwise he will not. I mean, if you are open and start becoming selfless, everybody can immediately connect. Then that person becomes more pleasant, more pleasure, then people listen to them. Its life also becomes vast and then beautiful. So becoming that, sincerely doing that, not that this is nothing serious in that. The serious is a word which is used almost like an abused one. We should never become serious. If you are serious, that means you are not having the joy.
And
But whereas
without joy, sorry to interrupt you, without joy, you can't go in that path for a long run.
never. You will always feel that you are missing something, and you will definitely will fall back. If it is not the joy that is giving you, you will fall back. It's a earlier the better. You come out of this, have the joy of moving in the natural way. That's the best way to go any of the sadhana, and especially if you are inclined for spirituality. Don't think that you cannot do anything. The moment you start that, the moment weakness is egoism. Depression is egoism.
Yeah, depression is egoism. You told us about it last time, but weakness
When you
again.
say
yes.
I am weak, that means I am weak. You see, you are ignoring the very spiritual, the spirit within you, the potential divine within you, you are ignoring. Then you call yourself weak. If you are weak, then divine is weak.
Oh my God.
As simple as that.
That's beautiful.
So I identify myself as weak. You may not be able to do immediately everything,
Yes,
but you cannot deny that I cannot do.
Yeah,
You start with that, then the problem comes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So we have to break this selfish one, that limited one, to open up. For that you should be sincere. The moment you become in the Veda, there is something purification process. Purification is nothing but from selfish you become selfless. Like whatever I do, I say that na mama. Mama is me. You say na mama, it's not, I am not doing it. It is, I am an instrument to do that. There is no selfish. Then when you ask for something, you say naha prachodya, dhiyo yo naha prachodya. Let all of us get it. There is no individualism there. When I am doing it, it's an instrument, but it's not, I am very conscious that there is an energy which is actually doing it. We are all aware of it, but I want to take the credit out of it. Even in teamwork, everybody wants to say, because of me it happened. Even it's very simple teamwork. When you say that it's a team, or the biggest team is all comprising. Now this is na mama, it's not, I am not the doer, but I am an instrument. Naha, whatever that is happening, it is to us, everything let it come. When it comes to everyone, I will also gain it. So this is how the Veda looks at this aspect of the sadhana, how we going. Aspiration, the sincerity, from selfish. I would some time back, maybe a few years back, I all of a sudden stuck this from the selfish I to the selfless I. It becomes, I remains the same. The transition of becoming selfless I. That's how it can go into it.
Doctor, one last question on this topic for today. Now, understanding all this is only one aspect of it. Embodying it is completely another. So what usually happens is, because of our ego, just by understanding few things to a certain extent, we think we have embodied it, but not necessary, isn't it? So how do we bridge that gap? Because we are definitely, tend to have carried away with this feeling that if I understand, I'm already practicing it, but that might not be the reality in most of the cases. So is there anything that can help us bridge this gap?
Definitely. The very word understand, you are standing under that. You are not yet become.
Okay, standing under that all the time.
Yes, there is the moment you say understand, you are standing under that. How can you become that? That means, and in a broader perspective, understanding means it is a mental aspect of it. I know that. It's like I know mango. So what is going to make you difference? You know mango, you have it in front of you. Are you going to enjoy that?
No.
Unless you eat mango, and then the mango becomes, you become that taste. You become that what it is, that embodiment. The joy you get is in becoming that, but you become a scholar by knowing that, and you may preach. The others will get, when you distribute mango, others eat and they enjoy. But if you keep on you become a distributor, and if you don't eat and enjoy, you still stand under that. They got a role for it. But that's how you can easily say that when you say understand is a mental aspect of it, whereas embody or you become that is, that's feeling that oneness within that. The moment you feel that oneness, immediately you feel that ananda and the bliss. That's the biggest difference.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'm sure all these terms and terminologies that you just explained will help a lot of our viewers to put that into practical application rather than just understanding this. So viewers, I'm sure you're all curious to know a lot more about the terms and terminologies in Vedic philosophy. We will definitely share them in our coming episode. If you like this episode, kindly share it with your loved ones as well. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'll see you again in the next episode. Namaste.